Look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. Alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. With Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. Quite a few injuries here between the two teams. 5 players out tonight.
5 players unavailable tonight. A lot of minutes and shots to go around.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. We've got Morant. Jaren Jackson is out there with Edey. Then there's Wells. And for the Spurs, Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. Fox and Castle are their guards. And it's Vassell in at the small forward. Coach, this is a game we always look forward to. Pair of conference rivals going head-to-head, toe-to-toe. It should be a beauty.
Well, Kevin, you know, this is the NBA at its best. No need to hype this one up. This matchup provides its own hype, and you can hear the fans are as hyped up as we are.
Wembanyama down low. Edey on him.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Pass to Morant. Lets the 3 fly. Wembanyama with the rebound. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. Tonight, it's all about how they deal with the dynamic Ja Morant. Coach said it's simple. We cannot allow Morant to get downhill. That's it. The hard part is actually executing that game plan. Ja has so many moves. He's so quick and relentless. We can't lose track of him even for a moment. Back over to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. So it's the Grizzlies now, following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. 6 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Edey can't hit.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now, here's Wells. Here's Jackson. That one doesn't go. Good D by Barnes. Down low, here's Wembanyama.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
The Grizzlies have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got his 4th rebound in this one. Vassell finds Fox. Here's Wembanyama. And shot on the way. Grizzlies with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And Coach Van Gundy, the big name for Memphis is Ja Morant, but his superstar trajectory hitting a little bit of turbulence.
Well, some of those troubles were self-inflicted, Kevin, but also questions about his high-flying style. As he said himself, the falls can take it out of you. The defense will take that miscommunication, not even close.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Memphis trailing here. Morant scanning the floor. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And again, Memphis no good. Spurs have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Pass to Castle. Morant with the steal. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Now here's Morant. Banked in off the glass. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Well, that's Morant, always applying the pressure.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. It's up a three. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Memphis is gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Morant. Now Wells to the middle. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Jackson with the bounce pass. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. Barnes with it. Now guarded by Wells. Pass to Castle. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And so here's Memphis. Now Edey. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Now, here's Fox. No scoring in this one. Vassell sets a screen for Fox. And it's Morant with the rebound. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Pass to Wells. Edey with it. Now Morant. Tries again. Edey gets the bucket.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Against Morant. Here's Castle. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Grizzlies with the lead. Here's Wells. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Jackson. Here's Edey. Just 4 to shoot. There's the triple. Connects from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Edey with the steal. Morant right side. Rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. In recent seasons, availability has been a problem for Ja Morant. Greg, dig into that a little bit.
Well, from a league suspension to multiple injuries, Morant has missed a significant amount of time, but we know when he's on the court, he's a game changer.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Here's Morant. Yep, that one goes. Morant's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Wembanyama high post. Castle on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Shooting their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
First free throw is good. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. The Spurs are ecstatic to welcome back their superstar big man, Victor Wembanyama. And he actually spent 10 days this summer training with monks in China, and he continues to embrace unorthodox training methods. Guys, perhaps appropriate given his unusual stature.
He's got that curiosity. All right, Shams, thanks for the update. And the Grizzlies choosing to move forward with Coach Islo to head their program, staying after he took over as interim head coach late last season.
Yeah, the first Finnish-born head coach in the NBA. He was a rising star coaching in Europe, now trying his hand in the best league on the planet.
Castle against Morant. Pass to Wembanyama. Johnson, the pass to Wembanyama. 2 points. That one goes. Wembanyama's got 6.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle proclaimed, "I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his aptitude for the game, his skill, his feel, you name it. And in due time, it's very possible that he will be the face of world basketball." Guys, back to you.
Yeah, he's taken over. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Spurs. The Grizzlies also making a change. Spencer's checked in. Here's Landale. That 3 off the mark. Spurs trail by 3. Castle finds Cornett, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Still without a basket. There's a screen by Aldama. Off target with his 3. San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Castle against Williams. Cornett kicks to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Shot from the top of the key. Rebound by Williams.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. To the inside. Stolen. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Johnson in the corner. Over Conchaw. San Antonio again missing. Over in the corner, Williams. And stolen by Castle. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
A nice shot by Sohan.
Yeah, the paint is Sohan's go-to area as a scorer. He feels emboldened to attack inside.
Williams passes to Landale. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's intercepted. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Here's Castle. Nice form on the 20-footer. And the Spurs lead by 1. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnover.
And let's also give them some credit for running the pace so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
And there's a nice playmaking element to Castle's game, especially at 6'6".
Caldwell Pope passes to Williams. Back to Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 6. Here's Conchon. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Spurs leading by 4. Johnson, the pass to Champagnie. Now, Sohan. Here's Castle. And the layup's good off the glass. Castle's got his second bucket.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
Williams passes to Conchon. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Williams against Castle. Here's Sohan. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And how about the vision from Castle, spotting that opening and making the pass on time.
Now Aldama. And so it's San Antonio headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
On the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. They got Jackson. Vince Williams out there with Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's Jock Landale. And it's Aldama in at the 3 spot. Offensive rebound. Landale with the bucket.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Champagnie passes to Cornette. And here is Fox. He's guarded by Williams. Fox, no good. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Williams finds Caldwell-Pope. Back to Williams. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. And here's Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Here's Landale. It's good. This game is all even. Landale's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, don't count on Jackson Jr. for big assist numbers, but he'll make smart passes.
Outside, Fox. And just miss after miss right now.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Caldwell-Pope kicks to Williams. Aldama passes to Jackson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but G.A. much improved as a scorer as well.
He'll reach out beyond the arc, and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
And he can't get the first one. What a unique skill set Jaren Jackson Jr. coach brings to the floor.
No question, Kevin. He's a two-way player, a defensive player of the year who also has proven he can be a primary scorer, and he can score it from the three-point line, or he can put it on the floor and go to the basket, Plus, he's got a post game. This is one of the most versatile players in the league.
Here's Aldama. Pass to Concha. Outside for Jackson. The Grizzlies with another miss. For San Antonio, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Sohan finds Johnson. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Grizzlies have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Caldwell Pope against Fox. Back to Conchar. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Now Conchar. And again, Memphis no good.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Outside, Fox. Inside, here's Johnson. And he makes good on the layup. Johnson's got his first basket.
Yeah, he's a very strong wing. Johnson is about 220 pounds, and he knows how to use his body.
Now, here's Caldwell Pope. Pass to Concha. Landale with it. He's against Olynyk, and the shot goes in. Landale's got 6 points in the quarter. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Fox. Now Olynyk. He's defended by Landale. Olynyk dishes to Johnson. And it's Contavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Morant. He's checked in for the Grizzlies.
Substitution on the court.
Johnson outside. Wembanyama, a screen. Clock at 4. Wembanyama up high, down hard.
Wembanyama barely even has to elevate when he throws it down.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Here's Morant. Floats one. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Castle. Now Sohan. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Wembanyama. And he drops it in from the low post. And now it's a 3-point Spurs lead.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
The 3 from Morant. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Johnson outside. Caldwell Pope against Fox. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Now here's Morant. A blocked shot. That misses off the backboard. Spurs leading by 5. Sohan, the pass to Fox. That one is off. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Morant outside. Jackson a screen on Castle. Pass to Aldama. No good. And they can't put him into this drought. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Caldwell Pope against Fox. Here's Wembanyama. The good-looking shot from the wing. Wembanyama has got 14 points for the game. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatchback pull-up, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
Castle with it. Pass to Wembanyama. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And here's Morant. Spins. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got 11 rebounds in the game. Fox kicks to Johnson. Fires the three. A putback. Wembanyama on the foul. Wembanyama has got 10 points in the quarter.
You know, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Morant passes to Aldama and taken away by Johnson. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. Will it go? Now here's Morant. Aldama finds Morant. And he's finally able to knock one down. Morant's got 6 points.
Yeah, and Morant definitely has that floater in his arsenal.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good. To the inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. San Antonio. Olenicki's checked in for Jeremy Sohan. Harrison Barnes comes in for Keldon Johnson. And it's Vassell in for Fox. On defense, Memphis. Castle finds Olenek. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Wembanyama. Good with the fadeaway. And that's 18 points for Victor Wembanyama. Pass to Aldama. Oh, good with the triple. Here's San Antonio. They're on a 16-6 run. And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confidence.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you say? We give Morant about an 11 there?
San Antonio leading by 9. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Al LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. In an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the grit and grind Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. And going out of bounds, last touch by Barnes. .136 left now here in the second. Morant outside. The rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama has got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Back to Vassell. Wembanyama down low. Guarded by Morant. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Vassell. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Harrison Barnes picks one up. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented. Different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
And he knocks down the first one. You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC. Another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standard's been set.
Conchar is checked in for the Grizzlies. And Wells drops them both. San Antonio leading by 9. Here's Castle. He's got 6. Pass to Wembanyama. Now here's Olynyk. Conchar covering.
Big slam by the big man, Olynyk. You know his teammates have to be loving that.
From the arc, a three-pointer is right on target. He has 6.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
They double team Wembanyama. For 3, Vassell. The shot missing. Pass to Wells. Back to Conchar. Morant outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And that does it for the first half of play. It's the Spurs up by 8. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. And it's Fox in at the point. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Fox. Barnes outside. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. And the 3 off target.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Vassell outside. Pass to Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Well, this is why Wembanyama is such a nightmare. The size, the speed, the touch, he has it all working.
Now Edey. Now here's Morant. And the dunk by Edey.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Fox against Morant. The 11-footer. Wembanyama down low. Wells grabs the miss. The Grizzlies trail by 6. And he finishes nicely on the layup. 8 points for him.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Vassell outside. Pass to Castle. Here's Wembanyama. He's defended by Edey. And the basket by Castle.
Something Castle continues to work on. It's crucial that he becomes more consistent from deep.
To the right side. Now Jackson. Crafty move. Barnes grabs the miss. San Antonio leading by 7. To the middle. It's tipped over Jackson. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Barnes against Jackson. Pass to Morant. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. 5 to shoot. There's the 3. San Antonio with the rebound. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength. But he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that. But as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Releases. And there's a whistle. That goes on Zach Edey. That'll be his second foul of the game. Spurs leading by 7. Outside, Fox. Pass to Vassell. Wembanyama, right side. Wembanyama! Big man with big range.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Morant left side. Here's Jackson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Jackson's got 7.
At his height, Jackson Jr. just needs to be assertive to successfully attack inside.
It's Vassell on the wing. No scoring in this one. And there it is for him. And the Spurs lead by 10.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Back to Morant. Vassell outside. A pass to Fox. Spurs passing it around. Launches it. And it's rebounded by Morant. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Here's Wells. Now Edey. Outside Jackson. Lets it go with the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Jackson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, I like the assertive approach from Jackson Jr. Not hesitating for a second off the catch.
On the wing, Fox. Guarded by Morant. Wembanyama sets a screen for Barnes. It's sent back by Edey. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Here's Barnes. Still yet to score. A pass to Fox. Castle a screen on Morant. 4 on the shot clock. A second chance effort. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Wells dishes to Morant. Tries the spin move. Here's Jackson. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Well, he's the defensive anchor, but Jackson Jr. is reminding everyone he is a force on offense as well.
Wembanyama, a screen on Morant. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Pass to Wells. And here's Jackson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Jackson's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Well, it's so hard stopping Jackson Jr. down low. He'll beat even great defense.
Barnes the screen. Vassell kicks to Fox. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Jackson.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Edey down low. Barnes on him. Edey gets the bucket.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Vassell outside. Back to Fox. Off target from outside.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots. Better selections. You have to be set up for success.
The Spurs with the lead. Fires high post. Wembanyama. Wembanyama on the follow.
Just staying with it. Wembanyama saves the possession.
Jackson against Barnes. Edey with a screen on Barnes. Here's Jackson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eaton.
First one falls for him.
Well, you talk about a guy who could start for any team in the league. That's what Jaren Jackson is all about.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Now, Stan, there's a lot to like about the versatile game of Jeremy Sohan.
Well, look, Kevin, Jeremy Sohan is a guy that everybody's going to want. Jeremy Sohan can fit in anywhere. He's a great defender. He's got great toughness. He rebounds the ball, and he can pass and handle for a big guy. Who wouldn't want Jeremy Sohan?
Morant passes to Aldama, and stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Well, everything Johnson does on the court, he does with force.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Now Morant. He's got 8. Over Castle. And it's Morant missing. The Spurs shooting around 40% in the third. Maybe settling for some less than ideal looks out there. Stolen by Jackson. Caldwell Pope passes to Aldama. And here's Morant. Castle covering. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Over Castle. And it's Morant missing. San Antonio leading by 6. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out of it. Pass to Jackson. Over Sohan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really tough to disrupt the rhythm of Jackson Jr. on that shot.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Spurs.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And all game long, they work the ball inside. It's really worked well for them offensively.
The free throw drops for Jackson. And some changes here for the Spurs. Luke Cornett comes in for Wembanyama. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Castle. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Vince Williams is checked in for John Morant. And so Jackson nails both of them. Spurs leading by 4. Here's McLaughlin. To the paint. Here's Cornett. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And another miss by Memphis.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Pass to Johnson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And now it's an 8-point Spurs lead.
Well, that's where Johnson does most of his scoring. He's very effective down low.
Caldwell Pope outside. Jackson setting the pick here for Caldwell Pope. Jacks up a 3, and Jaren Jackson good for 3. Pass to McLaughlin. And stolen by Williams. Misses the wing J. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. Back right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So on the floor for Memphis, Caldwell Pope out there with Williams. Then there's Jaren Jackson. Then it's Santi Aldama. And it's Landale in at center.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for San Antonio, Luke Cornett. 1 shot.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Landale with it. Caldwell Pope passes to Landale. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of those.
Deflects the pass. 6 to shoot. Pass to Williams. Now Caldwell Pope. 4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Williams. It's blocked. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Now Fox, defended by Aldama. And it's Johnson that time on the assist by Fox.
Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
Williams finds Landale. On the wing, Jackson, defended by Sohan. Pass to Williams. 5 on the clock. It's 3-pointers off the mark. San Antonio leading by 8. Down low, here's Cornett, and he goes in for the dunk.
And Sohan can do a little bit of everything, including finding his teammates like he did there.
And it's good, 2 points. Landale's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
They set the pick to the middle. Here's Aldama. He's guarded by Johnson. Williams gets the bucket.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. San Antonio making a switch here. Wembanyama's checked in. The Grizzlies also making a change. Ja Morant, he's checked in for Vince Williams. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying, you guys are forcing a lot of turnovers, and it's because you're communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Johnson, the pass to Sohan. Just 5 on the clock. 3-pointer. The Grizzlies pull it in. Caldwell Pope's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. There's Jackson with the 3. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
And that is why Triple J is a stretch 5. He doesn't clog the lane. Jaren really helps to space the floor.
Inside, here's Wembanyama. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Wembanyama's got 35 in the game. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Fox against Morant. Jackson passes to Morant. Looking to get it going. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, he's looking pretty much unstoppable. Morant making the defense regret that physicality.
The electric Ja Morant, the leader of this team, Stan. What's his focus need to be going forward?
Well, look, Kevin, I think it's pretty simple with Ja Morant. We know how good he is.
One shot.
Can he keep himself on the floor on a consistent basis, which for Ja means staying healthy and staying out of trouble. If he can do that, there's no question about his ability or his ability to lead this team. Well, the word dynamic really only scratches the surface with Ja Morant. The way he moves, his speed, it's all just on another level.
To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. Morant against Castle. And it's Morant missing. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They've led by as many as 11 points. Fox, no good.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him that he's up off the threes.
Here's Conchar, defended by Wembanyama. Now here's Morant for three. Rebound by Sohan. Sohan's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Barnes is checked in for San Antonio. Vassell comes in for Keldon Johnson. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Memphis. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. Morant outside. On the wing, Jackson. Over Wembanyama.
Great defense by Wembanyama. Not only does he have the length, he has really good instincts.
Knocked away. San Antonio again turning it over.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
Some changes for Memphis. Edey comes in for John Conchar. And Jalen Wells subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Morant, the bounce pass. Edey with a screen for Jackson. Over Barnes. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
Well, Vassell went in anyway, knowing contact was coming.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for two, Devin Vassell.
First free throw is good.
Well, when you watch Vassell, it's easy to see why scoring comes so natural to him.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Pass to Wells. Outside Jackson. Back to Wells. Clock at 6. Fox with the steal. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Spurs lead by 6.
He is a blur. I mean, Fox obviously skilled at breaking down the defense, coupled with his athleticism and size. Boy, he is a terror.
Fox against Morant. Morant pulleys his way inside.
Yeah, so tough to knock Morant off balance, and he's so talented at keeping his focus on the basket.
Vassell kicks to Barnes. Drills it from outside.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
The Grizzlies trail by 7 and stolen by Barnes. Outside, Fox. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Edey with the steal.
I see you.
Morant against Fox. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And here comes the break. Floats it up for behind of Wembanyama on the one. Wow!
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Pass to Jackson. And the layup falls. Jackson's got 25 points.
A nice bit of muscle there from Jackson Jr. to get the inside score through contact.
Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama, a screen on Jackson. A 3-ball. Wembanyama, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 7. To the inside. Here's Jackson. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Spurs have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. The tray. The Grizzlies pull it in. Good D by Barnes. San Antonio leading by 7. Outside Fox. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. Edey's got 11 rebounds in the game. Right wing. In the center of things, Morant.
Well, Morant's built to go and showing what he's made of here in the clutch.
Outside, Wembanyama. Now Vassell finishes inside on the nice dish.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
It's Morant. And we have a timeout called by Tomas Isola. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. They've led by as many as 11 points. Spins.
Well, you can't fall for that shot fake. Once Morant has you up in the air, the rest is easy.
Second team. At the line for the Grizzlies.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Morant. Here's Fox. Now Wembanyama. Now Vassell. Pocket pass to the paint. And he punches it home.
What a throwdown by Vassell. This is why he looks to get to the basket.
Fox against Morant. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you could ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Buries the deep ball.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Morant outside. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession of the ball. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Here's Vassell. Wembanyama left side. The Spurs with the rebound. Barnes, and it misses. The Grizzlies trail by 8. 1:02 left in the fourth. That one goes in.
Well, that's why you give Morant the ball down the stretch. He does not fear the big moments.
Now Wembanyama.
Yeah, you can throw it almost anywhere, and Wembanyama will go get it.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Plays it in off the window.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
6-point lead. And now they decide to foul intentionally. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus. This has reached desperation time for him.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on. Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
At the line for San Antonio, taking 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Now a timeout called by Memphis. They trail by 7. Morant against Fox. And down goes the 3.
Well, the threat of Ja scoring really opens up the opportunity for assists.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
At the line for San Antonio, De'Aaron Fox, taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
A three-pointer. Good.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Second personal foul. Team is in the penalty. At the line for San Antonio, Devin Vassell. 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Now Jackson lets loose a three. It's good.
Well, we see this more and more. Big guys who can really shoot it from deep.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Second personal foul. At the line for 2, De'Aaron Fox.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And so it's San Antonio who's straight by with the win. What a show they put out here home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on the edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that'll do it, folks. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.